Hi everyone. So I just finished grading the first DQ and I wanted to make sure everyone was clear on how to access my feedback on your DQs as well as other assignments. So I just wanted to go through that with you just briefly. If you look in front of you, this is the student view for our class. I have this really cool feature, Test Student, where I can go in and kind of act like I'm a student to make sure everything's working correctly. So hopefully what you see is really similar to what I'm looking at right now. Now, if you look over on the left-hand menu, you'll see My Grades. So if you want to view your feedback on pretty much anything, that's your first starting point. So I'm going to click on My Grades. And then I'll go into My Grades, and I see here that I have one item that's graded, discussion question 1. These other two blue boxes up here, these are your overall points and the weighted total. So at this point, we don't need to worry about those too much, but it just kind of grows as a total throughout the semester. Okay, so to look at the feedback, I click on discussion question 1, the title of the assignment, and then you go in and you'll actually see your response. So this right here is my response. And over here on the right-hand side, you can see some general comments or feedback to the learner. And then right above my written comments, you'll see this little icon which links you to the rubric. So if you want to look at some more detailed feedback on the rubric, you can open that up by just clicking on it. And for some reason, the default view is the grid view, which I don't find to be the most helpful. I usually click on the list view and then show descriptions. And then you get really the full information on the rubric. And as I grade your DQs, I probably won't always give you written comments at the end. I'll most likely use the rubric for the grading criteria. So I want to just briefly go over that. The first and most important part of the DQ is that it demonstrates careful reading and critical thinking. And so that's where most of the points are possible. You see, if you're up here and exceeds expectations, you get 3 or 4 points. And here I just want to see that you've mostly understood the ideas from the readings. Maybe there's some misconceptions, but in general, you're really, digging deep to understand the ideas and actually read the text carefully. Then here on responsibly cited or offers examples, at this point in this semester, what I'm really looking for are just some textual examples to go along and illustrate your summaries and ideas from the text. So if you see here, below expectations, there may not be any quotes, or the quotes that are used aren't really explained, or they don't make sense of support, or there's very few specific examples from the text. Under meets expectations, there actually are examples, either paraphrases or quotations that support the main ideas, and they're integrated into your ideas. So in other words, they're connected to what it is you're trying to say. And under exceeds expectations, the quotes that you use or the textual examples that you use, they're actually original and maybe particularly specific or detailed. Quality of the prose, as long as it's clear and there are relatively few grammatical errors, then I give you full points on that. If there are quite a few grammatical errors and they actually cloud the meaning of your ideas, then that would go down here into below expectations. And then engagement with others has to do with your comments on other students' posts. And I just want to see that there's a real connection to the ideas and the other posts, and you're not just going through the motions in commenting. Okay, and then I may give some different feedback down here. Feedback to the learner. I said to myself, you have work to do. Clearly, I did not write a very detailed post. So hopefully that helps you in accessing processing and understanding my feedback on the DQs.